Okay, YouTubers, welcome back. What if I told you that I just purchased and received today a fine Kizer folder with S35VN T6 aluminum handle. I'm giving it away a little bit. And very unique design, beautiful design, high style and all of that, for $52. Would you believe it? Well, I'm cheating a little bit. It was $65 on eBay through very good seller. Shout out to Midwest Supply. Good people to do business with on eBay. So, complete with the usual fancy Kizer box. See, I can never get that right, can I? Fancy Kizer box with a double fold magnetic cover. All the stuff you usually get with their $200 plus knives, including the Kizer pouch. All of this. Oh yeah. All of this my price, $52. S35VN T6 aluminum handle. Milled T6 aluminum handle. Inset handle screws, domed. Come in a multitude of colors. I wanted green, didn't have it. Settled for black. Fancy clip, one side only. Thumbstud opening. Liner lock. There's your logo. There's your name, Sliver. So it's the Sunburst Sliver. Sunburst because of the sunburst design on the handle. And yeah, they do look striking in orange, but sorry, I just try to stay away from those orange handles. Oiled it up a little bit. It's tight a little bit. Runs on bushings, not bearings. So you give up that much. S35VN, top of the line steel. And smooth opener. You need to give it a little energy with a thumb stud to snap it open with one move. But beautiful, I would say, gentleman's knife, right? It's a slender, lightweight knife. How light is it, you might ask? Well, let's find out. And we got to get that where you can see it, right? There it is. Light's giving a reflection. 3.050 ounces. I think we'll call it 3 ounces. So lightweight aluminum handle. T6 is the same type of a anodized, not sure, hardened, what the term is, aluminum that you'd find in like a Microtech out the front knife or some of the Benchmade aluminum handled knives. This is an inset liner. And do we have, really don't need any lightning. You got 2 runs of stainless steel inside for everything to run on, to have your liner. There you might see a little glint of the, get it in focus, little glint with the right angle, or not. There they are, of the phosphor bronze washers. So light, well balanced for a gentleman's knife, so-called. Got some aggressive jimping on the blade. Works very well. Double thumb studs. It is a slight recurve, so if I take a flat, I don't know if you can even see it on this. Try that again. There's just a little bit of a space. I couldn't really demonstrate that for you. Let me try one other thing. Okay, this might work. There you go. Stay in focus. There's a little bit of a hollow recurve right about there. Otherwise, it looks fairly straight, and I guess you'd call it a drop point. Swedge on the top. Pivots are a little hard to move. You need 2 T8s. I'm not fond of that. And yes, when I tried turning one, the other one turned. So if I'm really interested in loosening it up, and I've not had great success when they over Loctite these things, you can use 2 T8s and just be real slow. Otherwise, even with a Torx, you'll strip it out. I don't know how deep these are. Not super deep. So, yeah, I may just live with the fact that it's not going to be as loose as a flipper, but that's fine. I mean, I can live with thumbing it out for the type of knife that it is, or with, I was going to show you, a little bit of energy and a wrist flick. You can do it even in a small space. So again, this is the, let's see if we got any numbers on the box here. Nope. Not sure of the model number, but the name is a Sunburst Sliver. They're out there now. They've been out for 8 months or so, maybe. No, actually, they've been out a few years. I recall seeing a birdshot review of this from a few years ago, showing the knife. So it looked like they were going to discontinue it for a while, but they did not. Again, they are available. I've seen them on White Mountain, and I've seen them, quite a few of them out on eBay. So for like 65 bucks even, and the reason I paid 52 is I had some eBay bucks coming my way and so forth. But for 65 bucks roughly, you get a beautiful knife. Pretty sharp out of the box. I stropped it a little bit. I don't think I'll do my paper demo today. Let's show you up against the big guy, the Rat 1. Pivot to pivot. Rat 1's a tiny bit longer. And I'm so excited that I didn't measure it, did I? So let's do that. Back out just a little. And tip to tail, we have 8, and I would call it 3/8. So about 8 3/8 overall. We got 3.5, a little better than 3.5, towards 3 5/8 for the blade length. Got 3.5 for the cutting edge. We have got, pardon me, keep hitting the camera. And I did it again. What do we set to here? We got inches, so let's do, I like to do the handle thickness in inches, 0.46. Blade stock, right there, 2.9. They're probably calling it 3 millimeters. So not super thick, but not like 2 millimeter blade stock either. It tapers nicely towards the point. Thin, but not too thin. You're not going to pry with it or do anything crazy. Let's bring out a couple more comparison knives. The Freak is longer all the way around. The Freak has a pivot-to-pivot blade length that is the same, however. So we just got a little more handle on the Freak, but then that's sort of its characteristic anyway. Griptilian, we have very close, almost identical. Nice handling knife. So you can get all the way up there. You can choke up a little bit. You've got a safe area here, pretty much. If you don't get too frisky, it works well. Good in the hammer grip. Reverse grip, no problem. Inward edge reverse grip, doable, but you start getting a little more angle than I like. Not really designed for that, but in a pinch. And it's just it's a nice maneuvering light knife. It's got about, I would say, 40% engagement on the liner. We've got 1, 2, 3 pillars. Open back construction. Clip, I'm not super fond of these clips that ride the knife out high out of the pocket. You might be able to find something with 2 screws that fits it, but look, we're heading off into the lower end of the butt of the knife. If you get something that brings it up too far, it might work. Oh yes, lanyard hole. Basically an oval through both sides, both scales. And lately I usually leave stuff out, so I'm scouring the brain to see if I missed anything, and I don't think I did. It's just a pretty knife to look at, and it really, ergos-wise, is not bad to handle either. For the money, you can't go wrong. Like I said on my review of the SRM for 20 bucks, this is a deal and a steal as well, particularly with the blade steel you're getting. To get S35VN from Kizer, reputable company. Not sure what the Rockwell is, but they've made enough knives to not be messing around with the numbers. So I'm hoping we've got at least the usual 59 to 61 that they tend to harden the S35VN out to. Okay, the Kizer Sunburst Sliver. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. I'll be back soon. This old blade signing out.